Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at the Strength Bardock Eza and obviously how his Eza does after it came to DBZ Dokkan Battle Global. Now it's very important in terms of Strength Bardock that we assess how good he is on the Team Bardock team. A lot of these EZAs require the Team Bardock team, and Bardock is no exception. He's a pretty good unit without them, but there's a very big difference between his defensive capabilities with and without the Team Bardock members. So Bardock is a low class warriors lead of 77%. He raises attack and defense for one turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy while sealing them, a very useful ability for SBR and ESBR. He has attack and defense of 150%, plus an additional attack and defense of 20% per key sphere obtained. He has a chance of performing a critical hit of plus 7% per key sphere obtained or rainbow key sphere obtained, and he reduces damage received by 10% per Team Bardock category ally on the team, up to a maximum of 50%. His link skills are Team Bardock, same warrior race, same pride, same lineage, experienced fighters, prepared for battle, and shattering the limit. In terms of category, he's on the most categories overall out of the Team Bardock units, with low class warriors, pure Saiyans, Goku's family, Team Bardock, space traveling warriors, storied figures, and entrusted will. Now obviously a big point to take note of with Bardock is the fact that he has a 50% damage reduction when he is on Team Bardock. So that's pretty good. Obviously it's something that's very well noted. 50% damage reduction is sizable enough that you can pretty much tank most events in the game, because the defense that Bardock can get is like 200k. So 50% damage reduction is really solid. And it's really good for a unit like Bardock, especially a free-to-play unit. Now Bardock's defense is really good and it's unconditional, so only the damage reduction is conditional. And the thing is Bardock gains 10% of that just by having himself on the team. So the nice thing about it is Bardock is not necessarily entering every single stage, like every single stage with like a weak account or like a weak amount of defense. Like Bardock has decent options. He looks like he's got a whole bunch of decent options in terms of everything else. So like it's really no problem. So I really think for Bardock, he looks really good. I mean, I really like what he brings to the table. I think he's great. I think sealing is awesome. Gives him a little bit of a utility for SBR and ESBR. I think in raw numbers, he's the best. 127k already. Remember, he gains 20% attack and defense per orb. So just grabbing all these orb shares is going to give us 7 times 20%. So that's 140% extra defense. And it also gave us a 28% crit chance, which is really solid. You can see there a nice 3.5 million attack stat. And of course, with all the Team Bardock members, he gains a lot from links. Team Bardock is a great link, attack and defense of 10%, same warrior race 10% attack, same pride 20% attack, same lineage, attack and defense of 5%, experienced fighters, which is the only difficult one for him to get, 15% attack, prepared for battle 5% attack and defense, and sharing the limit 5% attack and defense. So Bardock can gain quite a bit of defense and quite a bit of attack from his links as well. Is he worth link leveling? It's a little bit difficult to say. I don't think he's necessarily the most worthwhile. I don't think link leveling free-to-play units is ever really something you should be doing. Not that I have anything against free-to-play units. I obviously love them. I use them in my box, but I just think there's a lot of other units that benefit from the links a lot more. And just gain a lot more, and generally speaking summonable units will scale better with link leveling because of their increased stats. So just that is why I don't ever suggest link leveling free-to-play units. But with that being said, like you've got plenty of decent options here. Again, pretty nice rotation. Bardock again sitting with decent defense, obviously a bit more support on this rotation than the previous one. We're going to grab some orbs as well. So we're going to just get one with Fasha, so that she can obviously get the dodge. We're going to get 6 with Bardock, which is nice. You can choose and how you want to focus. Obviously, ideally you want to try and find a nice amount of rainbow orbs, because you want to have that crit chance. So I'd rather take the 6 with the 4 rainbow. You can see there, 215k defense. He's going to raise that attack and defense on his super as well. So he's going to have well over 250,000 defense with a 50% damage reduction. That's pretty tanky. That's really, really tanky. So Bardock looking really good. We get the evasion with Fasha as well. So we're going to see a pretty monstrous attack stat from Bardock, and we do 5 million, which is really, really good. So Bardock immediately looking really solid. Honestly looking very, very top. And yeah, I just really think Bardock is a super solid unit. So Bardock brings a lot of really good stuff to the table. As a unit, he is incredible defensively, especially obviously on a Team Bardock team. And we'll take a really good look at how well he does in some harder content. But yeah, Bardock just really, really solid. Like, he brings so much to the table. Great offense, great defense. He's on a decent amount of categories, obviously, with the rest of the Team Bardock team. And that built-in crit chance is really nice. I think in terms of build, I would probably build him majority additional, and then build him with a little bit of crit. I think his built-in crit chance is nice, but it is per rainbow orb, so it's not like you can entirely rely on additionals, because if you only get like 2 rainbow orbs, that's only a 14% chance to crit. It's not like it's the biggest amount to crit. And the raising defense is good, but double supering and sealing twice isn't really that helpful. So personally, I think an even split between additional and crit is okay. Even if you want to go more crit, that's also fine. Or if you want to go more additional. I think he's one of those units that's quite flexible, because it's all going to depend on how you really plan on using him. But overall, I think he's a fantastic unit. And yeah, I just think he's really awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much it for obviously his raw numbers. We're just going to talk about his link set quickly. Obviously, link set wise, he's got a decent link set, as all the Team Bardock members do. Prepared for battle, super common link. Shattering the limit, super common link. Saiyan Warrior Race, super common link. And Saiyan Lineage, super common link. Team Bardock and Saiyan Pride are very common amongst the Team Bardock units, and obviously shared between them quite well. So I think generally speaking, that's a good link set to have. And then we also have, of course, like experienced fighters, which isn't the greatest link. It's quite difficult for him to get. He can get it with other Goku and Vegeta units that are on Pure Saiyan's team. But the trade-off to get experienced fighters and trading off some of the other links is just not really entirely worth it. But overall, Bardock is really, really good. And I think he's incredibly solid. And he has enough decent linking partners that you can link him with a whole bunch of units. As with most of the Team Bardock units, the generic kind of Saiyan flair to their link set leaves them with a lot of decent options. Obviously, please bear in mind that you need to kind of pair Bardock up with Team Bardock units to get that kind of 50% damage reduction. So if you don't get that, that is going to cause you some problems. So try and consider obviously focusing on having some Team Bardock member units. Just remember that basically only the free-to-play units are Team Bardock member units. But if you even just have 2 or 3, the 30% damage reduction combined with his decent defensive stats should lead to him being more than fine. You don't need to have a full Team Bardock team to be able to run Bardock, I don't think. Just having another 2 members of the Team Bardock team will give him 30% damage reduction, and I think overall that's more than fine. There's a lot of decent linking partners though. Obviously the LR, pretty much every member of the Team Bardock team, 6 links, so yeah, you got plenty of options. Just choose appropriately for whichever event. I like to pair them up with Shugesh pretty much for all the events because of their great synergy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or leave a comment down below if you have any queries, and I'll try and get back to you. But as always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, Bye.